like this. Encoding. Listen, I'm framing or constructing sentences as what? As phonological level first. Now you are listening to me, right? If I say something in the right way, you will say, hey sir, you said something in the wrong way. For example, if I say, for example, a very simple example, if I say the word creature, if I say creature, you'll say, oh, what is this? What's a creature? It's a creature. What is this problem? It's a phonological problem. I produced something in the wrong way, right? So when I speak to you and when you speak to any other person, you are encoding what? Encoding your language according to the first level, what? Phonology. Okay? Then you construct your second level, which is syntax. Okay? When you start to make your sentence, you are doing what? You are producing what? Certain sounds according to linguistic levels. Then you go broader to what? To the syntactic level. You put your words in what? In the syntactic level. When I say, yesterday, I will see you. Is that okay? I use the adverb of time, which refers to something happened in the past, with a future tense. How it comes? It's a syntactic problem. If I say, he am, what is this? He is. So all these are what? Are syntactic rules. 3, in the process of encoding, you have to put your language or your sentence into a semantic level. So, what do you think? When you speak, when you produce language, you start with what? With phonetics, syntax, or phonology, syntax, semantics, or vice versa? Semantics, syntax, phonology. What do you think? When you speak, not listen. When you encode, encode means to produce, let's say production. Ah, good. When you produce something, listen to me. When I ask you something and you need to answer, the first thing you have an idea. Semantic level. You start with an idea, right? Then you put your idea according to words and what? According to syntactic rules, right? You have an idea. You want to say, excuse me, sir, I want to go out. This idea comes in your mind first. Then you encode it to what? To a syntactic frame. So you need what? You need syntax. Right? Good. When you coin the words according to the syntactic level, then you need to what? To say it, to produce it. Then you will use what? Your phonological level. Right? So, in this case, when you encode or produce any piece of language, you are doing these 3 levels, but in a very rapid way. It happens in your brain with milliseconds. Now you can speak your language, your native language, Arabic or whatever, with a very fast way, right? This fast way, it means that you are processing your language in a very fast way with milliseconds. But now, if I ask you to speak in English, you will speak in a slow way. Why? Because your encoding process is not that fast, right? When you speak, you will take so much time to say certain sentences because you don't have what? Semantic rules which are very good, and you don't have enough structures, and also you don't have enough phonological rules to say. Okay? Clear? But when you listen, now you are listening to me, right? It is called perception. Now I'm producing a piece of language and you are listening to me. The first thing you do when you listen, what is the first level you decode? It's called decoding. Firstly you what? You listen. Then you analyze, right? So the first level in language perception is what? What is the first level? Can you help me, guys? What's the first level? Now you can listen to me, okay? Listening. You are analyzing my what? My phonemes and phonological rules, phonological patterns. So the first thing you do what? Decoding of phonological patterns. Right? Now, I have a proof. Now if I commit a phonological mistake, as we have said, if I say some people are suffering from deprivation. Deprivation is something answered or said in the wrong way. I have to say deprivation, right? So the first thing comes across your mind is what? Is the phonological problem. So it takes maybe half a second, milliseconds to say. If I say example, not example, okay? Copy, not copy. So directly you say, hey, excuse me, you are saying something wrong. So very fast you decode what? The phonological level. Then if my speech is spoken, let's say correctly, but I have a problem in the syntactic level. For example, if I say, Ali is a very good student, he speaks 3 languages. Some of you might say, it's okay, there is no problem. And some other students say, you must say he speaks. So this is what? This is a syntactic problem, right? Okay? If you say, I have paint the outdoor, have painted, right? Present perfect. So all these are what? Are syntactic problems. They take the syntactic problems, they take longer time to what? To diagnose. Because they are analyzed in the second level. Right? But in the first level, the phonological level, you don't need so much time to say it is right or wrong. Say directly, hey, this is wrong. Right? But in the syntactic level, you need extra time or longer time to decide or to diagnose. This is what? The second level. The third level, semantic. Sometimes if I say something in the right way according to phonology and syntax, but it is wrong according to what? to semantics. Sometimes you may take minutes to see what is the problem. For example, if I say a perseverance, let me if I say a perseverance, let's say, is a virtue. Is this sentence right? Let's say a patience. This word is a little bit long, so if I say patience, what do you see? It is right according to phonological level and syntactic level. But does it have any problem in the semantic level?
Yes.
What is it?
The idea.
So patience is a virtue. الصبر فضيلة. It's okay. What is the problem? So you see, you need so much time to decide whether it has a semantic problem or not. But if I say a patience is a virtue, for example, I may commit this mistake. A virtue, not a virtue, it's a virtue, right? So the phonological problem, you will diagnose it directly without any problems. And the syntactic level, you will say, hey, if I say a patience are a virtue, are, why do you say are? It is a singular, so we have to say what? Is. So the syntactic, phonological levels are very easy to diagnose. But semantics, you may have 1 hour, and after that hour, you don't know what is the problem. Right? It is the most difficult one to diagnose what? The semantic level. So when you listen, you start with what? With phonology, syntax, semantics. But when you encode, you start with what? Semantics, syntax, phonology. Right? This is why when you speak, it is so rare to what? To produce a nonsense sentence. You may commit grammatical mistakes and phonological or prediction mistakes. But your idea will be, sometimes, very rare, you may misconcept your idea and you coin it in a different way. So go back to our sentence. It is not a correct sentence. It is wrong. Why? Can you help me? Please? Please? A patience is a virtue.
Without A.
Why? Good.
Yeah, patience.
Why? Good. So it is already none. Good. Till now it is good. Here the problem is what? Is with the determiner or indefinite article a. Patience is a proper noun, just like Ali, Muhammad. Patience, sabr, perseverance, al-muthabara, bravery, cowardice. All these are what? Are proper nouns, so they don't need any determiners, whether definite or indefinite. Even if you say there, if you say there, is it okay? The patience, what do you say? It's already none. Why I have to use what? There. Okay? Okay, guys? This is a brief introduction about syntax, semantics, phonology, the branches of linguistics. Linguistics, you have this paper in your 4th year and 3rd year. You take this one in this year by Etchison, right? Gene Etchison, okay, linguistics. And in the next year, inshallah, I will take it by George Jewell. the study of language. It is very important paper, very important course for you. And these are the basic branches of what? Of linguistics. Phonetics and phonology on one hand, second, syntax, third, semantics, 3. There are extra branches, but they are called sub-branches under these. For example, you'll have pragmatics, you'll have discourse, okay? Then you can study the relationship or the interference between linguistics and other branches. For example, psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, language and culture specifically, or maybe neuro, okay? The language and the brain, how your language works inside your brain. All these, you'll do some of them in this year, and you'll do the other ones, inshallah, next year. Okay? Is it clear? Okay, do you have any problem now? So, inshallah, when you study with Dr. Suzanne, right? Okay, inshallah, he will suffer nothing. Okay? Let's go back to our paper. I think our lecture is over about this. Go back to our paper, which is essay writing, okay? We have finished what? The structure of a paragraph. Today we have what? Development, okay? So have you prepared something? Chapter 3, the development of a paragraph. Last lecture we discussed the structure of a paragraph. Who can remind me about what we have done? We have taken the structure of a paragraph as the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and what? Concluding sentences. So, can you remind me and your colleagues? Yes? Topic sentence? You talk about the topic sentence? Yes, tell me. The main idea, yes. The supporting paragraph. The main idea, the topic, and the concluding sentence.
The last one is the concluding sentence. It has also some of the main idea from the paragraph. And
it supports the concluding sentence. It repeats the main idea of the topic sentence, but just to conclude it or to sum up.
Yeah, and finish it.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hisham.